Guys, welcome to Thirsty Thursday. Two components again today, as normal. Our first one is complete 3 trisets of 6 to 10 dumbbell pullovers, 6 to 10 narrow push-ups, and then between 6 to 10 single arm dumbbell step up with your weight down. You're going to rest 60 seconds after each round. There is no rest between movements, or as little as possible. So again, there's rep ranges through here because again, we want to try and give you something that's suitable for everyone depending on the weight you have and that sort of thing. You can adjust these further if you want. If 10's not enough, obviously do more. If 6 is too not quite little enough, you can do a few less there. But yeah, preferably in that rep range if possible. We've been doing a fair bit of this work, so we're trying for like a narrow push up here as well. So think about trying to like really tuck the elbows in. You may need to elevate yourself onto something to make it a bit easy. If you normally do it with your toes, you may need to drop to your knees, just depending on what's going to work there as well. And the dumbbell pullover we'll look at in the movement stuff as well. More of like a bodybuilding sort of movement, something we haven't done here before at all, which we'll look at. And the step up, however, is going to be a slightly different or altered step up than normal. So we're just looking to do one movement straight into the next, and then once you've done a round, complete a 60-second rest before you start your following rounds from there. So it's 3 by 3, so 3 trisets of that. Once you've done that, you're going to move into our conditioning. So again, some sort of longer stuff. Complete 5 rounds for time. However, there is a minute rest between each round. So you're going to complete 5 rounds with a 60-second rest between rounds. It's a 200-meter run. Now, obviously, that's going to be hard for you to get the distance for some of you. Your 200-meter run, you can also, I guess, kind of measure that out. That would be, I guess you'd probably be looking at probably a 90-second to 2-minute walk would get you, I guess, 200 meters. Otherwise, like, we're not too fussed. If you're able to run outside, just pick a distance. And just pop it in your notes, maybe what you did there. Once you've done your 200-meter run, you can do 10 single arm dumbbell deadlifts. For these ones, it's going to be divided evenly on each arm, so it's actually 5 on each side. Then you're going to go into a single arm dumbbell hang power clean, so that'll be 3 each arm, and then you've got 4 Turkish get-ups, which will be 2 each arm. Once you finish your get-up, check your clock, give yourself a minute rest before you start into your second, third, fourth, and final round. Your scoring for today is your total time it takes to do the whole 5 rounds. Just make sure you don't include the minute rest at the end of the 5th round. The end of the 5th round, so the end of the get-ups in the 5th round, that's your done, so that'll be your time. If you want to, I guess, record what it took to do each round, you could potentially do that as well, but that's just, you've got a minute rest, you don't have a whole lot of time to think about that. Up to you. But yeah, as I said, all reps are divided evenly on each arm. So it's 10, but it's 5 each side. It's 6, so it's 3 each side, and it's 4, so it's 2 each side there as well. But we'll go through some scaling and the movements in just a second. But yeah, 3 by 3 over here, and then your 5 rounds for time to finish with for the session. Okay, let's have a look. Alrighty, Galen, back again. So let's have a look at these first 3 movements. So the first one is a dumbbell pull over. So if you've got a bench, on an awkward chair, anything you can sort of lay up against, you can go sort of the other way around, but I sort of suggest going this way because that's what the video I watched they did, so we'll do the same. You're going to go like, with the dumbbell, Galen's really going to grip that, so as you grip, you should feel like a bit of activation around your back and even through your chest and that as well. And then from there, she's going to take the dumbbell back behind as far as it's comfortable, and then keeping everything else nice and still, she's going to pull that dumbbell back up. Just till it's back to that not overhead position, but back to that vertical position. Between 6 to 10 of these. Now, if you unluckily got like a tiny dumbbell at home and you're quite strong and it's too light for you, increase the reps. You could adjust your elbow position a little bit as well, sort of up to you depending on what you want to do there. But hopefully you got something that's nice and challenging. So between 6 to 10 of those. Once you're done there, you're going to do 6 to 10 narrow push-ups. So we're going to go for like a really tucked in elbow position, and hands are going to be generally a lot closer than normal. So we're coming down, elbows are tucked, good. And you can feel your elbows on your side so you know whether they're tucked in or not. Good. Garlene's almost making a love heart with her hands there for me. All right, so between 6 to 10 of those, toes, knees, just your normal scaling for that, depending on what you can do there. And then once you finish there, it's a 6 to 10 reps of a single arm dumbbell step up. It's going to be each side, and we want to go for a slightly different one. So we're actually going to go, see, we've got the dumbbell racked. You can go by your side if needed, but racked is going to be our preferable option. And foot goes on the box. We're going to stand to the top. Good. That's 1. Foot comes back down. Good. 2. So between 6 to 10 on each side. So we're just trying to take out that sort of assistance through that other leg. Once you've done one side, you can just go around to the other side. Good. That was a different leg, wasn't it? Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, that was fine. Yeah.
No one wants to look at my
Oh, no. Sorry, I was in a bit of a daze.
I'll go over this side.
Well, maybe Michael's watching. Cool. We like to have fun here, don't we? Yeah. Okay, so you've got 3 rounds of that. So you go from one movement straight into the next, and then have a 60-second rest after you've done each round. Okay, so that's portion number 1. Second one is complete 5 rounds for time. So it's 5 rounds with a minute rest between each round. 200 metre run. So Garlene, if you can just run down the driveway for us. Yeah, not with your dumbbell. So 200 metre run, and then we've got 10 single arm dumbbell deadlifts. These are going to feel weird just because it's a dumbbell for one and because it's weighted on one side. But see, that's a really good back position as well. So you dumbbell to the outside of the foot. Once you've done 5, you're going to do 5 on the other side. So it is 10 all up. And then you're going to go into 6 single arm dumbbell hang clean. So basically like a little shrug, big pull of the dumbbell. And then just see how Garlene's dropping in underneath that weight. You're going to do 3 on one side and then 3 on the other. Perfect, there's 3. And then to finish the round, it's 4 Turkish get-ups, so it's 2 each side. This can be done without a weight if needed. But we're going to go same, other one. That's it, cool. And then from there, we're just going to go up into this seated position. So we're going to push through that elbow and that foot. Good, all the way. We're just trying to get that left knee back and behind, get into a nice lunging position, stand tall, perfect. And then foot back, just going back in reverse there. Now you can watch this and you can slow it all down for like a really big breakdown of it. You're going to do 2 each side, so you do, if you're able to, you do 2 all on one side first and then swap arms, or you can alternate arms if one shoulder's feeling a bit cooked. But yeah, just remember that all the reps are divided evenly on each side, so 10 would be 5 each side and so on. Your score is total time for the workout, including your rest time, but do not include the final minute after your 5th round. That would just be the finish. And just pop into your notes what weight you used. Well, I think that's us done. Perfect. Thanks, Garlene.